Hey guys, welcome back. Today's episode, we are going to install the Python virtual environment. And this particular environment is needed by many of the Python driven applications. Those are used in the VLSI Frontend. Sometimes VLSI backend tools which are developed on Python, they also need. Now let us understand what is the virtual environment and why it is necessary. Here you can see this web page. Don't worry, I will provide the links in the description. Here you can see that Python application often use packages and modules that don't come as a part of the standard library. Application will sometime need a specific version of library because the application may require that a particular bug has been fixed or application may have been written using obsolete version of the library's interface. Now, this means it may not be possible for one Python installation to meet requirement of every application. Worldwide, people are developing multiple Python routines to serve different purposes in the VLSI automation. Now, what happens that somebody in the eastern side of the world has developed one Python module which may require one version, and somebody in the western side has developed another particular Python routine which might require some other version of a package. Now, if you have a particular version of the Python installed in your system, there might be a conflict. So here it resolves. If application A needs version 1.0 or particular module, but application B needs version 2.0, then the requirements are in conflict and installing either version 1 or 2 will leave one application unable to run. The solution for this problem is to create a virtual environment, a self-contained directory tree that contains a Python installation or particular version of a Python plus number of additional packages. Now, different application can use different virtual environments. Solve this earlier example. Conflicting requirements. Application A can have its own virtual environment with version 1.0. and while application B has another virtual environment with version 2. Now this is how the practical conflicting situations are resolved. Now this is the knowledge or the basics of the Python's virtual environment requirement. I will provide this as well as there is another useful URL here. You can see that Python virtual environment, it's from Python's wiki. So I'll provide both in case you want to go in deeper knowledge, in case you are a developer or you are thinking to develop some particular virtual environment related routines, you can go through all of these things. So now let me minimize this and let me go towards the Python virtual environment installation. Now let me launch the terminal and you can see here our terminal. So first, what we'll do, we will install the Python 3. For that, we will use the command. So this is the command. Let me execute it. Now it is asking for the password. Let me give it for sudo. So you can see already in this system, Python 3 is installed. And Python 3 is already to the newest version. So here we are at the latest version. So this Python is there. Now we will move to the next step. Now I will resurrect the same install command and here I will install Python 3-pip. So here we will install the Python pip. Hit enter. And this module is not there installed in our system. So I will put a Y, that is yes to install. And here we go and hit the enter from the keyboard. So you can see the installation is ongoing. And one more important thing is that we are online right now, as you can see. And the command is fetching all the necessary packages and dependencies. Install the Python 3 pip. Sometimes it is uttered as pip or pip according to different parts of the world. Now you can see the process has finished And what I will do next, I will resurrect the command by the up arrow key, and I will delete this, and now I will install the virtual environment package, that is python 3-venv. So this is now ongoing. So I will hit enter to install this. Now again, this particular package is not there in the system, so I will hit Y for a confirmation to install this package, and I will hit enter. During the resurrection of the command, I am just pressing the up arrow key, and from the history it is picking up the last command. Now you can see the venv package is installed. Now I will type a command to create a directory, and I will create a hidden directory here. Before that, let me clear the screen. So installations are done. Let me type the next command. Now up to this there was a command, and next I am giving the directory name. I am at my home directory, and I am giving a dot to construct a hidden directory, and here I name it as venv. Okay, and I hit enter. So you can see that it has done its process. Let me do a ls-lp s-lp on venv. Then so you can see that the following files and directories has been. Now I am using the PCSH shell. I have done the echo here. In case you are using bash, you will have to pick up a different file. Okay, so here what I will do, I will choose this particular file, activate the virtual environment. And how I will do that? I will type a command source, then I will type pin, then I will use the activate.csh. So this will activate the Python's virtual environment. I will do the sourcing, and here we reach at the Python's virtual environment. Now here the shell, no longer your shell, rather it is working on the Python's virtual environment. And here we are done for the installation and reaching up to the activation of the virtual environment of Python. Okay, so that's all, folks. Thank you very much for watching up to this point, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. In case you have some dislikes, put that as in comments in the comment section down below, and bye for today.